Welcome back to the Pennsylvania 200. All of the drivers have gotten out of the cars. Again, there was 4 cars that were stopped on the racing surface. A lot more cars that were involved in this accident that took place. It's the 7th caution of the day. Started with Bobby Gerhart getting sideways into the wall, and then behind him, more wreckage taking place. Tom Birdie getting involved in the 25. Philip Magilton in the 47 was also involved, as we see that car being towed back on pit road, and they will take it behind the wall. One car that I believe didn't get involved in the damage was that 2 of Michael McDowell. Phil, I think we can talk to him.
Yeah,
also.
let's see if we can make contact. Hey, Michael McDowell, Phil Parsons up in the speed booth. Do you read me?
I got you, Phil.
Hey, you were right behind that. We can see you on the racetrack over there in turn number 1. And tell us what you saw when you got down to the tunnel turn.
Really, it all started back in turn 1. You know, we had some slow cars up there that didn't pit. Got fast guys with new tires, and everything got jammed up there. So we tried to go around the outside and got blocked out. As we headed down into the tunnel turn, it was about 4 wide. You could see what was going to happen. I started rolling out of it. The crashes just seemed to happen one after another. You know, you see cars start to spin, another one piling in, and yeah, we're just lucky we got the Steady Sharp Racing Z-Line Design Dodge through the mess there, and it looks like we don't have any damage. So we'll get this car back into the top 3. It's a good race car right now, and we just need to get it back up there.
Yeah, you guys have had a good run here. You guys coming off, we just saw a video right there of the replay, and you went right on the very bottom of the racetrack, and cars were crashing in front of you and crashing behind you. But we know you've got a good car here in a pretty good position, and can you make it 2 in a row?
I think we can. We need some green flag runs for sure, and we need to get around some of these slow cars that are in front of us and break into the top 5 here, and then see what we can do here in the last 10 laps. But you know, the biggest thing right now is just get a good clean 10-lap run in and try to get to the front and work off from there.
All right, Michael, we've had a great season so far, capped off by that big win last time out of Kentucky. See if we can make it 2 in a row. Good luck, bud.
Thanks, guys.
You know, the good thing, Phil, is with the red flag, we're not continuing to count the laps away. So that is definitely a benefit for Michael McDowell. We've still got 23 laps of racing. He scored right now as they went across the start-finish line in the top 15. He's in the 13th position right now. So he's got plenty of time, I would think, with 23 laps to go, as good as his car has been today.
Yeah, absolutely. And we know some of the cars in front of him, you know, at least we think that some of the cars in front of him will not be able to make it the rest of the way. So, you know, a little bit of attrition may take them out of the way, but I think he's got an excellent chance. He's got some great cars running up front. Jeremy Clements, again, I don't think his fuel mileage is going to allow him to run this race without stopping, but he's got the lead, and he's been fast all day. Josh Wise, Michael McDowell's teammate, is also running extremely well. He's running in 3rd position, and Frank has run a real solid race, a real smart race. You know, and he's in the 4th position, and Aaron Crocker, who's always fast, is in the 5th position right now. So he's got a lot of competition, but he's in a good spot.
One of the guys who was involved in this most recent incident is with Wendy Venerini.
Philip Magilton, okay from that wreck. Good to see you come out. It was quite hairy out there. Looks good that you're okay, though.
Yeah, we're all right. It's just, you know, kind of upset. You know, we had a real good race car. You know, the way the pit strategy shuffled around, you know, a lot of good cars ended up towards the back of the field. You know, we were trying to play it safe, and, you know, we just, you know, a lot of them lap cars up front, a lot of slower. You know, the field got pretty mixed up with all the cautions there, and there were some slower cars in front of some faster cars, and some people, you know, not wanting to be real patient. You guys could probably see it at home. It was pretty hectic out there when we first went green. So we were just trying to stay out of trouble. You know, that looks like some people got into each other up there coming into the tunnel turn, and by the time I got there just wasn't no place to go. The whole track was gathered up, so I just got bent up. So it's a shame for the SI Performance team. You know, put a lot of work and a lot of effort here, and, you know, I've had a couple bad luck races, and looks like we're gonna have to bounce back on the next one.
Hey, thank you, Philip. Good to see that you're okay, guys.
Thanks, Wendy. And now the cars continue to sit in turn number 1 as they continue to clean up what's called the tunnel turn. They were trying to pull the 5 car up on the rollback, and they will take it off of the racetrack. Then they will have to clean up the fluid that was dumped on the racetrack. You see the 25 of Tom Birdie already up on the flatbed, and so they'll take that car off and back behind the garage. One of the other cars that was involved, actually, the car that Philip Magilton got underneath when Magilton came in there, was that 32 of Joey Miller, and I believe, Wendy, he's come out of the care center now.
Yeah, this is good news from the infield care center as the drivers start to work their way out of the infield care center. Joey Miller, who you just happened to be in this race today, but it's good that you're smiling and you actually have a sense of humor right now. That's good.
Yeah, coming back from retirement, I guess, building houses up in Minnesota, and Really good race car. The Youngfield Holmes race car was really excellent, coming back through from a right front tire going down. You know, it's too bad, you know, it's probably one of my last times I'll ever be here unless somebody comes hires me for racing. But I had a really good day in this ARCA Series. Pretty cool deal.
Walk us through the wreck. What did you see through your eyes?
Well, a guy just got spun out. A tunnel turn. It's a hard turn for a lot of people, and especially 2, 3 wide. I mean, 4 wide the one time. And somebody got turned around, checking up. Some people just don't get on the brakes quick enough, and you just have a melee.
That's exactly what happened. Good news is, guys, that Joey Miller's okay. He's going to head out, and could be his final race here at Pocono.
Joey Miller mentioned what his other job is now. He's building homes in the Minnesota area, and so with his father, developer, and Joey, the general contractor, maybe one of his final races in the ARCA RE/MAX series, and obviously doesn't end up the way he wanted it to, as we continue to see the safety crews working in the tunnel turn there.
Rick, let's take another view of this on board and listen. I'm telling you, it hurts. It knocks the wind out of me just sitting here watching that and listening to that.
Yeah, the second hit there, not when he hits the wall, but when he's up against the wall and he's already stopped, and then the car comes and slides into him. Remember, he's facing forward. That's like another head-on collision, a car coming and hitting him from the front. So it was a rough ride for the number 5 of Bobby Gerhardt. See the 25 of Tom Birdie making its way off of the racetrack. When we come back, more racing from Pocono. It is a polka band, but we are in Pocono. It's the Pocono Polka Band. Entertaining some of the fans just behind the grandstands here at Pocono, Long Pond, Pennsylvania. We move on to Nashville next week, where the music will continue in Music City, USA.
They're pretty good.
That guy looked like Richard Childress. I was wondering if he maybe plays the trumpet. We're still under a red flag condition here at Pocono, and that is because of the 5-car melee that took place in the tunnel turn. The final car getting put up on the rollback is the 5 of Bobby Gerhardt. The car that slid into Bobby Gerhardt was the 25 of Tom Birdie. And Wendy, I think he's come out of the care center now.
It's never good to meet drivers in these circumstances outside the infield care center. But Tom Birdie, you were saying that was the hardest hit you've ever had in a race car, but you look okay.
Absolutely hardest hit. CGS 25 Chevrolet took a real impact, and I feel it.
What did you see from your eyes? It would look like everybody had some hard impacts.
Everybody had hard impact. Cars are flying all over, and there was no stopping. It was a melee out there.
Now it looks like that you walked out on your own terms. And any pain or anything, you look like you're doing okay though.
I'm doing okay. I've got some back pain, some rib pain, but nothing broke.
Okay, thank you, Tom Birdie. Good to see a lot of these drivers have walked out on their own, have seen their visit to the infield care center, and we did see a helicopter land here, but that's all the news we have for now from the infield care center.
There you continue to see the cars. They're lined up in turn number 1.
You want to try to talk to Josh Wise?
I think that would be good. Josh Wise currently in the 3rd position right now.
Hey, Josh Wise, Phil Parsons, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. How you doing?
Good. Looks like you had somewhat of a view of that. You were on the inside, and Bobby Gerhardt was in the middle, and Patrick Shelter on the outside, and they made contact. And fortunately for you, it looked like you were able to get by there unscathed. But is that how you saw it?
Yeah, you know, I couldn't even see what happened there. It's definitely a crazy turn, you know, especially, you know, you get cars that come in and take tires, and then, you know, cars out on old tires up in front of you, and the speed difference is just tremendous, and that's not a turn you want to wreck in. So I hope everyone's all right over there.
You've had a great run so far. We talked earlier that you came here in June without one lap of practice and was able to get a top 10 finish, but I know you're hoping for a whole lot more today.
Yeah, we definitely are. You know, we've just had, you know, trouble putting the whole race together. We seem like we just keep having bad luck gremlins, you know, everywhere we've gone this year. So Today's been real smooth, and knock on wood, but these guys have put some real good pit stops together, and we've been tuning on the car, and hopefully we have the car that can win this thing at the end.
Josh, do you have the chassis like you want it now? You talk about the adjustments you guys have made. You have it like you want it?
Yeah, the car's been real good on short runs all day, so hopefully we can keep kind of these short runs going. It'd be interesting to see if we did get strung out here and got running around, how this Napa Auto Parts Toyota Camry would run here on the long run. But we've been tuning on it. They've been making real good adjustments. They did a good job for qualifying yesterday to get us some good starting position, and just been a good weekend so far. I'm real proud of everyone over at Eddie Sharp Racing.
All right, you've done a great job so far. Just finish it off.
And forward, we'll do our best. Thanks a lot.
All right, thank you, Josh.
That Napa Toyota Camry, Josh Wise. We're getting the word from the safety crew here that Bobby Gerhardt has been checked out here, and they've decided to do further evaluation, so they're going to transport him from the racetrack here. So we won't hear from Bobby Gerhardt, but he was alert. Obviously, he climbed out of the car himself and was able to get into the ambulance, but they do want to do further evaluation, so they're going to transport him away from the racetrack here. And we will give you an update if we get that before we go off of the air. Out in front of the field, it is still Jeremy Clements. Again, he was able to take over the top spot after staying out on the racetrack, playing a little fuel strategy. Jim Trado, what's going on in the pits? Are they still thinking that strategy is the way to go?
Well, they have some confidence in their charting. The Clements Racing Engines is the business they're in, and it helps that the Richard Childress folks use their engines when they go dirt racing. Well, in this instance, the ARCA RE Series car they're racing was a former Clint Boyer RCR car. They finished fourth here with it in June, and Glenn, you're the uncle of Jeremy, the driver. When you guys have your heads together here, you figured out you can go the distance. How'd you come to that conclusion?
Well, we've had 22 caution flags in the last 32 laps, and we feel like we're going to be really close, but we think we have a real good shot at, making it to the end. Our window's about 44 laps. So based on all the math, it looks like, we've got a real shot at it.
How have you guys been with your tire strategy? I know you guys take a different approach than some teams, whether to take tires or not. I know in past races you've run to top 10 finishes by doing gas only. Is that a thought at all about if you had to come down?
Yeah, if we had to stop real late at this point, we would definitely do gas and go. Our tire wear's been really good. Jeremy does a really good job driving the car nice and smooth and doesn't wear the tires out. And the balance has been pretty good. Tire wear's been good.
The thoughts of Glenn Clements down here. Now, these guys are running with a crew that is a bunch of volunteers, but certainly looking forward to a big payday. They asked me, is there any time limit, or maybe there's a weather delay? Can we end this thing now to get the victory? They're hoping to go to the end.
Well, Jim, I tell you what, with the sky as clear as it is, the only thing that obstructs anybody's view of the sun is every now and then the Goodyear blimp will cross in front of it. But other than that, there is no even idea of a rain shower or anything that might get in the way of finishing this race. So the safety crew has taken the 5 off of the racetrack. They've put it into the garage, and you see it there as it is in the garage now. That means that all they're doing now is cleaning the racetrack on the backstretch. So when we come back, they will go back to a caution situation. The cars will roll, and we'll go back to green flag racing again when we come back to Pocono.